The world of cars is changing. For over 100 years, if you wanted luxury, you looked to Germany. If you wanted muscle and size, you looked to America. If you wanted reliability, you looked to Japan. And China? Well, for a long time, China was the factory of the world, making cheap toys, clothes, and electronics. When they started making cars, people laughed. The designs looked like bad copies of famous brands. The engines were weak. The plastic felt cheap. But while the rest of the world was laughing, something incredible was happening behind the scenes. China wasn't just copying, they were learning. And then, they stopped learning and started leading. They realized that the future wasn't about big gas engines, it was about batteries, computers, and software. They skipped the step of trying to build a better gas engine than Ford or BMW and went straight to building spaceships on wheels. Today we are going to dive deep into a new reality. A reality where the most advanced, most powerful, and most luxurious SUVs on the planet are not coming from Detroit, Munich, or Tokyo. They are coming from places like Shenzhen and Shanghai. These machines are not just cars, they are warnings. They are a wake-up call to every other car company on Earth. We are going to explore 5 specific Chinese SUVs that are changing the game, and we will look at the technology, the history, and the crazy features that make them so special. The Diplomat Hongqi EHS9. Let's start with presence. When you think of a car that screams power, money, and authority, you usually think of a Rolls-Royce. But in China, there is a brand that has represented ultimate power for decades, Hongqi. In English, Hongqi translates to red flag. This is not a random name. It is a symbol of the government, the revolution, and the leadership of the country. For a long time, you couldn't just buy a Hongqi. You had to be someone important. These were the cars that carried Chairman Mao and foreign presidents during parades. They were mysterious, rare, and deeply respected. The Hongqi EHS9 is the modern electric version of that legacy. When you see this car on the street, your brain gets confused. It looks like a Rolls-Royce Cullinan, but it feels more digital, more futuristic. There is a reason for that resemblance. Hongqi didn't just guess how to design a luxury car, they hired the man who did it best. They brought in Giles Taylor, the actual designer of the Rolls-Royce Cullinan. He took the British sense of royalty and mixed it with Chinese cultural symbols to create something massive. The front of the car is terrifyingly large. The grille is huge and features vertical chrome bars. These aren't just lines, they are designed to look like a waterfall cascading down a high mountain. In the center, there is a thin red line that stretches from the hood down the front. That is the red flag badge. It glows at night, a constant reminder of the car's heritage. When you unlock the car, it puts on a light show. The LED lights flow outward like wings opening up, welcoming you. It makes other luxury cars look boring. Step inside and the world changes. You are not in a car, you are in a VIP lounge. The dashboard is a wall of glass. It stretches from the driver's door all the way to the passenger's door. There are screens everywhere. The driver has a screen for speed and navigation. The center screen controls the climate and settings. The passenger has their own private screen to watch movies or browse the internet. The materials are real. The wood is real walnut. The leather is Napa leather, the kind that feels soft and warm to the touch, not cold and plastic. But the best seats are in the back. If you buy the 6-seat version, the second row has captain's chairs. These are huge, wide seats that are heated and ventilated. They have a massage function that uses real mechanical rollers to knead your back, not just simple vibration motors. You can press a button and the seat reclines, a footrest pops up, and you can sleep as if you were in a first-class airplane cabin. Driving the Hongqi EHS9 is a unique experience. It is a heavy car weighing nearly 3 tons, but because it is electric, it doesn't struggle. It glides. The suspension is air-powered, meaning it floats over bumps. You don't feel potholes, you just hear a distant thump, and the car stays perfectly flat. It is fast too, hitting 60 miles per hour in under 5 minutes, but it doesn't feel like a race car. It feels like a bullet train, smooth, silent, and unstoppable power. The Survivor, BYD Yangwang U8. If the Hongqi is a tuxedo, the BYD Yangwang U8 is a suit of armor with a jetpack. BYD stands for Build Your Dreams, and for a long time, they made batteries for cell phones. Now, they are the biggest electric car company in the world, and the Yangwang U8 is their way of showing off. This car looks like a Land Rover Defender that has been training for a space mission. It is big, boxy, and rugged, but the technology underneath is what makes it insane. It sits on something called the E4 platform. Most electric cars have 1 or 2 motors. This car has 4, 1 for each wheel. Why do you need 4 motors? Control, complete total control. Because each wheel has its own motor, the computer can tell the left wheels to spin forward and the right wheels to spin backward at the same time. This allows the car to do a tank turn. Imagine you are on a narrow trail and you hit a dead end. You don't need to do a 3-point turn. You just stop, press a button, and the car spins 360 degrees right where it stands. It is a party trick, but it is also incredibly useful off-road. But the wildest feature is the floating mode. This sounds like a lie, but it is real. If you drive this massive SUV into a deep lake, it knows. Sensors detect the water level. The engine shuts its air intakes. The windows close automatically. The suspension lifts the car up. And then the wheels start spinning. Even though the tires are in the water, the spinning creates enough paddle wheel effect to move the car forward at about 2 miles per hour. You can turn the steering wheel, and the car will turn in the water. It is not a boat, but it will save your life during a flood or a river crossing gone wrong. Then there is the drone. On the roof, there is a large box. This is a drone hangar. Inside, there is a professional DJI drone. You can launch it with a single tap on the screen inside the car. The drone flies up and follows the car automatically. It films your drive in high definition and sends the video to the dashboard screen. When the drone's battery gets low, it lands back on the car's roof and charges itself. It is the ultimate toy for adventurers who want to document their journeys without stopping to set up a camera. Safety is also huge here. BYD uses their famous Blade battery. Most electric car batteries can catch fire if they are punctured. BYD demonstrated their safety by driving a nail through their battery. It didn't explode, it didn't even smoke, it just got a little warm. That is the level of engineering that goes into this beast. The Service King, NIO ES8. NIO is often called the Tesla of China, but that description is lazy. NIO is doing things that Tesla refuses to do. The NIO ES8 is their flagship SUV, and it is designed for people who hate wasting time. The biggest problem with electric cars is charging. You stop at a charger, plug in, and wait 30 or 40 minutes. It is boring. NIO solved this with battery swapping. You don't have to charge the ES8. You drive it to a power swap station, which looks like a small car wash. You back in, and the car takes over. It parks itself perfectly. Then the magic happens. A robot underneath the car unscrews the empty battery. It drops it down into the floor. Then it grabs a fully charged battery from a shelf and screws it into your car. The whole thing takes 3 minutes. It is faster than filling a gas tank. You stay in the car the whole time. You don't even have to get out. This also means you never have to worry about your battery getting old and weak. Every time you swap, you get a battery that has been checked and maintained by NIO. Inside the car, there is a soul. Her name is NOMI. On the dashboard, there is a small, round robot head with digital eyes. This is the car's AI assistant. When you open the door, NOMI turns her head to look at you and smiles. When you speak to her, she looks at you. If you play music, she shakes a little tambourine on her screen. It sounds silly, but it creates a connection. You stop treating the car like a machine and start treating it like a friend. The passenger seat is called the Queen seat. It is designed for maximum relaxation. It slides far back and a footrest comes out. The back reclines almost flat, but the coolest part is the Pano Cinema. The car is compatible with special augmented reality AR glasses developed by NIO. When you put them on, they project a massive 201-inch virtual screen in front of your eyes. The car's sound system is Dolby Atmos, so it sounds like a movie theater. You can lie back in the Queen's seat, put on the glasses, and watch a blockbuster movie on a giant screen while your partner drives. The mobile home, ROX One. The ROX One, sometimes called the Polestone One, is for people who think hotels are a waste of money. It was created by people connected to Xiaomi and Roborock, companies famous for making smart home electronics and robot vacuums. They took that smart home idea and put it into a car. This car is a range extender. That means it is an electric car, but it has a small gas engine that acts as a generator. The gas engine never drives the wheels directly, it just charges the battery. This gives you a massive range of over 700 miles. You can drive into the middle of the wilderness without worrying about finding a charging station. But the real show is in the back. When you open the rear trunk, you find a kitchen. A real kitchen. There is a built-in water dispenser that can give you instant boiling water for tea or coffee. There is a drop-down table to chop vegetables. There are slots for knives and storage for bowls. Above you, a massive awning, a cloth roof, swings out from the car to cover you from the sun or rain. It sets up in minutes. Inside, the seats fold down to create a king-size bed. The car even comes with a custom mattress that fits perfectly over the folded seats. But the most specific, unusual feature is the fishing mode. Fishing is huge in China. The ROX One has a mode just for fishermen. It uses the car's internet connection and sensors to track the weather, the barometric pressure, and the tides to tell you the exact best time to fish. And if you are fishing at night, you can open the trunk and turn on the fishing lights. These are special amber-colored lights on the tailgate. Why amber? Because amber light doesn't attract mosquitoes. They thought of everything. They designed a car that helps you catch fish and keeps bugs away while you cook it. The Speedster Zeekr flagship. Finally, we come to the Speed Demon. The transcript mentions the Zeekr 9X, which seems to be a reference to the absolute top-tier technology coming from the Zeekr brand, likely a mix of the Zeekr 1 FR performance and the Zeekr 7X luxury SUV. Let's look at what this represents, the ultimate SUV. Zeekr is owned by Geely, the same massive company that owns Volvo and Lotus. This means they have access to European safety standards and Chinese battery tech. The result is a monster. The Stargate light panel on the front is a breakthrough. It is a massive 90-inch screen that stretches across the front of the car. It doesn't just shine light, it talks. You can program it to display text. If you want to let a pedestrian cross the road, the car can display a walk animation on its headlights. If you are parked, it can show fireworks or text messages. It turns the car into a billboard. Under the skin, this vehicle uses the C architecture. This is a chassis design that is incredibly stiff and safe. The rear of the car is made using gigacasting. Instead of welding hundreds of small pieces of steel together, they use a machine the size of a house to stamp the entire rear of the car out of molten aluminum in one go. This makes the car lighter, stronger, and quieter. And the speed, it is frightening. With 4 motors in the FR configuration, these cars can produce over 1,200 horsepower. That is more than a Bugatti Veyron. In a family SUV, you can have a car full of groceries and kids and still accelerate faster than a Formula One car. It does 0 to 60 miles per hour in roughly 3 seconds. It defies physics. But it's not just about straight lines. The Zeekr uses torque vectoring. It can send exact amounts of power to each wheel instantly. If you go into a corner too fast, the car adjusts the power to keep you on the road. It makes a normal driver feel like a professional racer. The new world. So why does this matter? Why should you care about 5 cars you might not be able to buy yet? Because they prove that the rules have changed. For decades, Western car companies told us that luxury was about leather, wood, and a smooth gas engine. They told us that screens were distracting and that electric cars were boring. China didn't listen. They decided that a car should be a computer, it should be a living room, it should be a kitchen, it should be a robot friend. They decided that luxury is about service, the service of swapping a battery, the service of a drone filming your trip, the service of a car that floats when you drive into a lake. These cars are currently hitting markets in Europe, the Middle East, and South America. They are knocking on the door of North America. Tariffs and politics might slow them down, but they cannot stop the idea. The idea is that a car can be more than just transportation. The legacy automakers in Detroit and Germany are scrambling. They are trying to catch up. They are partnering with Chinese companies to learn how they do it.